Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wrap Up Show. I'm your host, Wheezy. We have Charmin and Harry with us. We're going to talk about everything Kermit and Friends, which today was a crazy show. I mean, I just want to kind of go through the list of stuff so we don't forget. But we had, of course, my favorite, Andy Dick was on there, which was great. Alex, great. Carl, the radio guy, great. Johnny B, Corey, Valentine's Day discussions. More Corey, and more Corey. I can't get over Corey. What do you guys think?
I was worried about Corey, right? Like, is he actually in a hotel room? Why was he crying? Why was his beard so short? His show got taken down. There's a lot going on with Corey, and we haven't seen him in very long. So I'm worried.
Yeah. I will post a link. Just 1 second, Supertramp. I will post that link. I expect there to be a lot of people, so I wanted to get a couple things out first so we could have some calm before the storm, which were definitely going to happen. I thought today's show was great. I was having camera problems throughout like the first 30 minutes of the show, or like the middle of 30 minutes. So I couldn't.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know. I'm glad it's working now, but I just couldn't. It wasn't working for me.
Reset all your passwords.
Well, I think it was a StreamYard problem because now I'm using a different browser. So, okay. But anyway, so I missed a lot of it, but I did catch most of the Carl guys interview, which I thought was really good. But for me, the fucking Johnny B Gonzo stuff was the reason I watch. That kind of stuff is the reason I watch. Everybody being updated on Johnny B is just, it's beautiful to me. And Gonzo doesn't call him that much anymore, and he's very funny. And it was like, felt like before I came on, like when I used to watch, that's how it felt to me. Just kind of a little bit of, whoa, I'm learning this about this guy. Whoa, I'm learning this about that guy. So it was funny having Johnny B up there for sure.
I like Johnny B. I'm a big fan of Johnny B.
Yeah, Gonzo's funny as hell. Just, and then the Toast was updating us with all of the Johnny B stories and all of that. And it's like, yeah, we don't get enough Johnny B on KAF, and I've become a huge fan of Johnny B's. I
love hanging out at Johnny B's.
You actually met him in real life, right?
Yes, I did. I did a bunch of summer road trips, and I was literally going to be driving like 5 minutes past his house. So we coordinated my travel so that I traveled on Sunday, and I was able to be at his house for a Kermit and Friends.
Oh, that's so great.
That was actually the day Mark Connors came on.
Ugh. Wow. So
that was the day Mark Connors came on, and I missed the Mark Connors interview the first 15 minutes because Johnny B and I were out investigating his garages and the multiple vehicles. There definitely is not 18 vehicles, but I'm disappointed they left out the school bus. I feel like the school bus should have been highlighted.
Yeah, I thought it was very funny that he said fire trucks and stuff like that, because it's hilarious. And 18 is a much funnier number than 8.
I mean, sure. But Johnny has a thing for 7, so I thought it was significant that he had 7 cars. He gave me a keychain for my keychain when I was there, and it's got a 777 on it. Hey, Supertramp.
Well, you two are the only two that I talked to that have met Johnny B in person.
Yes. I was going to say, Charmin, I have some behind-the-scenes footage of inside the bus that has never been shown.
I did not go inside the bus.
It's top secret. It was taken without JB's knowledge.
Without JB's knowledge.
Yes.
Wow.
There's some behind-the-scenes footage of the bus.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun,
it might be released. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Now, what are you talking about, Supertramp? I was in and out. I missed that. What was that about?
Johnny B's bus.
I didn't know he had a bus.
He does. He has an old school bus.
Oh, well, he should renovate that thing.
That's his plan. That's one of the reasons why he
priorities that
gotten rid of it.
More important before that one. But I like that everybody learned about his solar panels, because that's been a fascinating story for me for at least a couple of weeks. And if anybody is confused, he took out a loan for an $86,000 solar panel array.
Okay.
And it's a 25-year loan.
Bob, let me finish. And in this solar panel thing, so basically what he had to do was he had to wire it to the grid. But if the grid goes out, he's out. He has no backup. His solar isn't self-sustainable. He doesn't have battery backup. He has to get a generator now. So his monthly nut is like $600 a month instead of $300 a month. And he still has to buy a backup for if the power goes down.
And I don't think most people realize that's part of the problem with solar panels, that if the power goes out, they have to shut you down too, because otherwise the power you're creating from your solar panels feeds back into the system. And it can cause them problems. But the fact that he didn't get storage, battery storage, especially the new fancy wall storage system, that is a short-sighted mistake in my opinion. I am a big fan of the battery.
Okay, but look, guys, here's the thing.
Oh no, here we go.
First of all, if he paid that much for solar paneling and he does not have the battery backup, he is a complete freaking sucker, and I'm gonna tell you why.
That's what we just said, Bob.
Right.
That's
now, I do support the solar panel thing, but like I've talked to people in a lot of states, but especially down here where I live, you can get your entire house done just like he did his.
Oh, Trixie, thank you. We'll see. Bob's on a roll.
No more than 60.
Bob, he's in a cold climate where it doesn't get a lot of sun, and
I understand, but he's got to get the battery back up. He needs a condenser and all of that to do that, but it's not hard to do, and you can buy your own batteries.
Well, maybe we can have Bob go up there.
Yeah,
but solar panel.
But if you're going to buy your own batteries, the best you're going to get is marine batteries, and you'd still have to have a wall of them in order to store up enough energy to run your house overnight. So it's really expensive. That new battery system that they have, where it's just wall mounted, and it's basically the same as 30 marine batteries. That's pretty spectacular, but it is spendy. And I do know solar power panels are really expensive. I was at least happy to hear that the warranty on the panels was equivalent to the loan necessary to pay them off.
Well, here's what gets me. I mean, like, okay, good, get solar panels. That's great. But don't just bust almost $100,000 on a wing and a prayer with zero backup plan and then be in a similar situation than you already were before you took on that extra liability. And not only that, it's a good... Somebody said good possibility that his house is worth less than $86,000. So if for whatever reason he goes underneath on that loan, they will own his house. And then what's going to happen?
Well, they didn't put a lien on his property. And if he defaults on the loan for the panels, they will repossess the panels. And then I'm sure they will depreciate them and add on some attorney's fees. And they can put a lien on his property for that. Right. Yep. But the odds of them...
hurry back, Wendy.
The odds of them trying to foreclose on his property for a secondary lien, very small. And the fact that he's on Social Security disability, they'd never get a garnishment against him. So, I mean, you can weigh the options, and you really have to understand the default laws, too.
He got totally
I think the solar panel people...
Mike KAF just laid it
appreciated.
The solar paneling that he's got, it cost about $15,000. I was going to say 10. Down here, you could have got what he got for about 10, no more than 20 grand for a good sized house. I know a guy, and this is what he should have done. Now, maybe he's not able to do it for whatever reason, but solar paneling is so freaking easy to add one panel at a time every week until you get the damn thing done on your house.
Not when you have somebody come out and do it for you. They're not going to come out every week in the snow to Johnny B's house.
No, Weezy, you totally did not hear me because you weren't paying attention.
I don't want to hear about your solar panel.
No, listen.
Wait, are you telling me to listen to you?
Yes, listen.
Are you telling me to listen to you on the show that I control? That's odd. At least have some fucking respect.
You're not respecting shit. You're not listening. You're being very
Caleb,
rude.
It's a Tesla battery.
I'll leave the fucking show right now if you're going to be rude like that, motherfucker.
Bob, don't threaten me with a good time.
All right, good. Fuck y'all then.
I don't know. I knew that was coming, but at least
All
we
right.
get to talk about stuff now.
So
instead of
look,
Stoller for the next 35
I
minutes.
broke down and got myself a little treat, y'all. I felt like
Nice.
today was necessary.
Does that have alcohol in it, Charmin?
Yeah, Bob has already thrown the show off the rails, and I guarantee he's calling me the F word.
But
what that
Super
word
Bowl's
is.
already rough enough as it is. So like whatever it takes to get through today. But the energy in the show was really off today.
It was so great though, like with the Corey thing. Like I felt like I was watching a soap opera that was scripted, and that Corey was the best actor that's ever acted. But it wasn't acting. He was like all but hurt. What did you think about that, Super Champ? That has to be fascinating.
It was so great because it was classic Corey. The Coreyisms came rolling out of his mouth.
Beautiful. What are you without me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. With the pause, the comedic timing on accident.
I typed in the chat and Elisa put it up. It said this is worse than my date with Brandon. Like I mean, it was just the tension between those two and just the awkward silence.
She's so good at letting people pause and then talk more because she's just quiet. And oh God, that worked perfectly.
And her facial expressions as she's doing her little looks, like I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
Wendy, you're welcome to come up here. Do you want me to put the link up again? Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, I never saw Corey before, except for like after. I never saw it live or anything. And I'm the reason that he came on because I've been hounding him. I'm like, Corey, you got to come on the show again and then he's like, well, if I come on the show, they're going to get twice as many viewers as they get. I was like, well, then put it to the test. Tell me about it. Come up there. Let's see if you're right. And we get twice the amount of viewers because everybody's just tuning in for Corey. Let's see if that happens.
I think we lost some viewers when Corey came on.
I think it was documented a 25% dip when Corey was on.
Oh, that is juicy. I love that. Oh my God. If that's true.
I think it was documented and called out. I think we can count on Born Mush for those statistics. And I think he is reliable enough that he would be able to reproduce them should we need them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. That's who I believe that's who that was.
Oh, we have news from T-Bob. He will be going live at the same time as me. So if you want to tune in to T-Bob right now, because he's calling me a disrespectful idiot, although
disrespect is the new word, isn't it?
Uh-oh, come back, Corey. We almost had a Corster in the building.
Oh boy,
a Corster.
Oh,
look,
boy.
Fuzzy.
Hi,
I think I found Fuzzy's daddy this week roaming the streets. She's such a rare color. The fact that I found a wild, a feral male cat, her color. That's Fuzzy's daddy.
Fuzzy's daddy.
We're gonna have to capture him and make sure he can't make any more fuzzies.
You know
Bob
what my
goes
favorite
live.
part of the show was?
Yes, please tell me.
The story about the guy dying on the toilet.
I'm sure that was your favorite part. To me,
you see it all the time. That's a very common place.
Is it really?
It is.
Is it really?
A lot of people have heart attacks while they're on the toilet, and it's because you're bearing down on a bowel movement and you're pushing down, and next thing you know, something happens.
That's it.
Aneurysm, heart attack, boom.
Can we get a kitty cam? Can we have a kitty cam?
I know. I need to get a kitty cam. And Fuzzy is just now 4 months old, and she is as big as a full-grown kitty. I swear to you, she is huge. Look at how fabulous her tail is. She's like a kitty raccoon.
I wish my
She's like a kitty squirrel raccoon color.
I'm getting cat
envy. Based on who I have decided is her daddy, she could easily triple in size. He was huge.
He might be a Maine Coon.
He had to be at least 35 pounds.
He might be a Maine Coon because they have the fluff.
He was just strolling down the street like he owned it, and cars were moving out of his way.
Everybody, the star of today's show, Corey, came in. Thank you, Corey. I wish you were on camera. There you are.
Thank you.
Corey, great job today. We were just talking about it. I don't know if you heard it, but the sexual tension you could cut with a butter knife.
Good timing to show back up at Valentine's Day. Are you sending her flowers?
Are you talking about the sexual tension between this lady or Elisa?
Elisa is your lady.
Look at this smooth criminal in action.
I know. He's always sliding in there whenever he can.
Sexual attention here, man.
Is that what that is?
Well, not all of us are as handsome.
Is that a juice box? Are you drinking from a juice box? Or is that
it's an alcoholic? It's an alcoholic.
It's Mama Juice. It's Mama Juice.
It says Jamaica Smile, and I really felt like I needed a smile.
Corey, I have to warn you, I did kick Bob, or I actually kind of made him leave because I knew he'd leave if I muted him. But please don't talk over everybody.
Thankfully, yeah.
We don't want to talk over everybody today. Today's a non.
I never talked. When have I ever talked over anyone?
Oh, okay. In that case,
is that our story?
Did you like the show today? Besides your part, did you watch and were you interested? And did you like being a part of it, Corey?
I had some on my piece, but there's still some things that needs to be worked out.
I'm worried about you, Corey. Did you say you're in a hotel?
No, actually, that was Mr. Bobblehead, Bozo the Clown, who said I was in a motel.
Why do you have 2 calendars behind you?
I don't have 2
calendars. One's for the future.
Is there a calendar on the wall and there's something else?
You got a John Wayne calendar. You got and the painting behind me, a customer. Actually.
No, it's not on the wall. It's on the.
It's on the shelf. It looks like a calendar on the shelf.
It does.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was a few years ago. My mother got it for me. It's a Native American Indian, but I keep yeah.
Sentimental, yeah.
I love the pictures on it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I have a calendar on my wall. This year I went with waterfalls. Last year I had fabulous trees.
My other one over here is Psalms.
All right, good. What's your favorite psalm?
They're all my favorites.
Sorry, guys, I'm texting.
They're all your favorites. You like them all equally? I thought maybe one of them had stuck with you through the years as being more inspirational than the others.
God is my most inspiration. It has always stuck with me.
Corey, are you inspired by Elisa? Does she make you laugh? Is she funny to you? Like, can you appreciate all of the good qualities?
Is she a clown? Does she amuse me and all that? We're doing the whole
no, we're not doing that. We don't have to compare everything to a movie. But I'm just curious. You said some things today that were different than because I've asked you. We've had conversations about Elisa. That's why you came in today, right? And I said, Corey, do you have a crush?
You know, what the fucking hell? Let's do it. I mean, it's not going to be an every Sunday thing. I'll pop.
But I said, do you have a crush on Elisa? And you said, no, I don't have a crush on Elisa. And then today it came out that you do indeed have a crush on Elisa.
Elisa does have a crush on me. You know, as soon as when I was in
Corey,
chat, as soon as go ahead.
Corey, I think you should do some sort of like affection, some sort of, gratitude for her on Valentine's Day, some sort of expression of your love for her. I think there should be a video and you should do something for her.
Special. You have a crush on me too, don't you?
No. I'm crush free. I promise you.
Hesitating on the no. It says a lot.
I'm crush free. I promise you.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I thought that was very interesting. That could have been my favorite little segment of a show that I've been on so far is the fucking awkward as fuck silence between you two. And you, Corey, you said something that was so funny, and you didn't say it to be funny, but it was hilarious. And you said this. You said, "What would this show be without me?" And you delivered it like it was a fucking movie scene, and that there was, it was the 17th take.
Me? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
I think you should make a grand gesture towards Elisa tomorrow. It's Valentine's Day. The mood is really different today. And I feel like, Andy's going to be doing whatever today. He's going to be moving in with her tomorrow, potentially. And she's going to need something to really boost her mood and make her smile. This is your day, Corey.
Question for Corey.
I already made her smile. You notice this. Okay, if I may say this, you notice as soon as I was in chat, how her eyes lit up and she had a smile on her face.
Corey, first of all, Wendy knows that you love her. But secondly, would you be jealous if Andy moved in with Elisa right as soon as you started professing your love to her?
No, he's fucking gay anyway, so no. Great
answer. It's a great answer. My goal is to have Andy Dick on here, and that Andy Dick would fall in love with Supertramp, and that Supertramp would be the villain of KAF because
for stealing Andy from Elisa. Supertramp.
I've talked to him on the phone. I have his number.
Really, Supertramp? That's awesome.
I talked to him like the first week that he was on the show, and we had some confidential moments on on the phone
Wow, so you jerked off with Andy?
I did not jerk off.
Supertramp, you saying you want some of that dick?
But I got some really cool stories from him and some.
No, I'm a huge fan. I'm jealous.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I would fake I was gay to talk to Andy Dick. You guys heard it here first. I like that guy. He's really funny.
I like Andy.
He's great on the show, man. Like
I never could stand him. I always thought he was.
No.
Yeah, I never could stand him. I always thought he was. I used to go head and head with him on Battle Camp.
I agree with you, Leaf.
He was one of Elkie David's favorites because Elkie David.
Alkie's the worst. Let's not talk about Elkie David. He sucks. But
yeah,
I went to head with him on Battle Camp.
Of course, Leaf is right about this. Leaf is right about this, Corey.
Leaf is really right. No, I had a whole moment when they were talking about him needing a place to live because I've been missing my house up in Ohio so much this week, and I thought, if I still had the house, I could invite Andy. No, I could not.
I think he needs to stay in California.
I don't think he would move to Ohio. I don't think he would be happy there, but I'm sure he'll figure it out and something good will happen for him. But
Bob, if you're watching, come back up. I have a question from February for you. Sorry to interrupt you, Sean.
It would be really hard to trust him in your house.
Oh yeah, Andy, no offense, but I definitely would not just be like, "Oh, Andy, move on in. Cool, I'm out for a week." Like there's no way. Mm-mm. It would burn down, or you'd come home and your couch.
I've had roommates like him, and it never works out well.
I really like living alone.
Yes, yeah, me too.
I like leaving my house and coming back, and everything still being the same.
Yep,
exactly. I've done the and renting rooms and stuff, and it never works. It's more expensive, but I'm just glad I'm doing my own thing.
No, I could.
Oh yeah, there's nothing compared to it.
And when it comes peaceful times,
Harry doesn't live alone. He lives with his wife. That must be horrible. Just kidding, Harry.
I mean,
I don't live alone. And my better half, usually on Sundays today, we have a house full of people. It's 4 of the grandkids and 4 extra adults are in the house, 3 dogs. And she thrives, and it's constant chaos. And
I hate that. That's not for me.
Well, my better half, she thrives on the chaos. She loves it. She loves having all the kids over, and it's fun. But everybody just kind of goes, when everybody leaves.
It drains my battery too quickly. Like my battery goes from full
I know. It eats your fucking full battery up like it's nothing.
No, I absolutely agree. I had my kids all last week because my ex was traveling and there was so much cooking and so much cleaning and so much homework and so much this and so much that. And I love them so much and I adore all the time we spend together. But my God, tired.
I purposely didn't have kids because I'm too fucking stubborn and selfish with my time. And I don't want to give my time to everybody. And if I had kids, I'd be a good dad because I would just focus on being a parent. But I don't want that. Sounds like hell to me.
Well,
that's the thing. I'm sorry, Charmin. You go ahead.
No, it's okay. I had never lived alone until all of this chaos happened and the kids went to go live with dad and I was suddenly all by myself. And then I had to sell my house and move into an apartment. And it was the first time I had ever lived by myself. And now that I've done it, I don't know when or if I would change that. And whenever anybody brings up marriage or living with me, I just back off. I'm not interested. I really like living alone.
Oh, me too.
So Charmin, in that case, will you marry me?
No, I will not. I've been married twice. I didn't like it either time. I'm not interested in a third time. I do not believe the third time is the charm.
Corey, did you used to barricade yourself in your bedroom when you had a roommate because you were in a constant state of fear because the roommate?
No, I did not.
Okay.
The last time I had a roommate, he charged in on me and stuff, and he pushed me back in my chair, and I took it. And I'm 5'8". He was like a good 6 something.
You have 5'8" energy.
I took him by the fucking shirt collar. I sent him against the bedroom door right here, and I was like, "Don't you ever touch me like that again." And he's backing out. I said, "Now go in your room, time out." Next morning, he actually apologized. He says, "Corey, no one's ever stood up to me like that before, and I respect that."
Question, Corey. Where was that energy when the guy came into the hotel and was going to beat your ass for looking at his girlfriend?
You didn't know that's a bit.
That's not a bit, Corey.
That's
Yeah, sure
not
it
a
is. If you
bit.
watch it, you can see
Corey,
exactly
that's not a bit. The fucking
Well-
blood drains out of your face. You can't fake that.
Okay, well, show me where it's not a bit, but it's a bit. But
Corey, you can't say that's a bit.
it actually is a bit.
Well, why won't you
We-
admit that it's not?
He's a good friend of mine. We worked at that together. And
That's
we
right.
can't
Remember,
make
you
it
said I would.
scripted.
You said I
We
could
cannot make
interview
it
him.
too scripted because they're going to see it's fake and phony. We got to have it scripted, but also, improv.
How did
to
you
make
drain
it real.
the blood out of your face in real time? Are you that good of an actor? Go ahead.
I actually am.
Okay. Secondly,
is.
can I interview the guy that fake threatened you, please?
Actually, no, because I live in this certain area. Now he lives like in the
But you must know his
southern
number.
part of, Oregon now.
Me and you live far away, and we're still talking. It's possible.
Hey, Weezy, all
I'm
you
way
gotta
far
do,
away from you boys.
all you gotta do is watch virtually any episode of professional wrestling, and those guys will fake the face flushing and the whole bit, and it's not real.
Corey is not a professional wrestler, Harry.
I'm just curious,
Professional.
Weezy, do I have 5'8"?
No, but after that little crying stint today on the show, he's a pretty good actor.
I know
dude.
Lisa made me cry. And
I was worried about you, Corey. You were so emotional when you came up today. Your
lot of people
beard
think
is
you
thinner than
Corey.
usual.
You confused the fuck out of Elisa. I'll tell you that.
what is better than what?
Your beard is
beard?
thinner than usual. It's
Yeah, I trimmed it.
It's too trimmed. It's too trimmed.
She's not a fan.
Well, I'm gonna
No,
grow
no,
back
I
out
need
again.
more
because
hair,
this-
more hair, more hair.
Because these parts were uneven, so to get these
Uh-huh.
parts even where I'm growing at, I had to trim it to.
Corey, can I ask you a question? Who is going to be your Valentine?
Elisa.
Super Tramp.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that. I knew it. I was
Wow.
like, Corey's gonna say my name.
Supertramp, are you excited about that? Are you
Actually,
going-
God.
Yeah,
Is he sending you? What do you?
That
Is
was
he sending you food?
But I was gonna say my Valentine is Charmin.
will there be a milking
Oh,
session?
if you
It'll be a milking
if you
session.
if you send me food, Corey.
He'll milk you.
I'll go on
milking.
Alex Jones. I'll go on Alex Jones to get all the prepared food for you.
Corey, you're not like Bob where you pretend you talk to Alex Jones, dude.
I don't
Are
want
you?
prepper food.
I don't.
Yeah.
I never talked to Alex Jones. I've never
Okay,
actually used the phone line and actually called him. No.
For the record, since we're being recorded here, do you, Corey, take Alex Jones supplements?
I have, yes, and I do.
Unbelievable.
May I ask what's in the supplements?
Natural ingredients.
But
Duh,
is it like-
Charmin.
Is it like vitamins? Is it what's in there? What's in there?
Natural ingredients.
Everybody, welcome
He doesn't
Wendy.
know, just like they
The
don't
good
know what's
stuff.
in the damn vaccine.
Hi, Wendy.
He'll-
Great
he'll
job on the
take
show
those
today.
vitamins, sure as shit.
Doesn't have a clue what's in the vitamins.
Doesn't have a clue what's in the
Doesn't have
vitamins.
vitamin A, B, C.
It'll protect you from fucking chemtrails.
No
bro.
magnesium. He doesn't know what the good stuff is.
But they're natural ingredients.
Just takes those natural. Oh, they're liquid too. Even better. Tell us what's on the back of it, Corey.
You just
Do you-
take drop.
do you need your
or two
reading-
and stuff. You
Do you
put in
need your reading glasses so that you can read them because the letters are so small?
This is water, high
Yes.
fructose corn syrup.
And that's why I take the PPP.
Red dye number
also-
5.
Don't lie. I know you
And
have
that's
a
how I was
love
gonna take
for
a pee-pee. I gotta
Alicia
get my reading
Jordan.
glasses
Don't
on. I
lie.
take
I know you have a crush on her, a big crush.
Big crush on
Wow,
Lisa.
Wendy's
We know
calling
it.
you out, Corey. She says that you have a crush on
Well,
Lisa.
Wendy, what do
It's
you
a big
say?
one.
We're gonna find out what's in those vitamins.
I know you have a big crush
taking
on her,
them right
Corey,
now?
so don't lie.
I'm gonna
Crush on
Google
who,
it.
Wendy?
Alicia Jordan.
No, she actually has a crush on me, but
Supertramp, FD&C red number 5, FD&C blue number 3.
There's got to be some yellow dye in there too, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm looking at my box of Fruit Loops.
yes.
Which one is it, Corey? Oh, there it is. We sent Alex Jones InfoWars supplements to a lab. Here's what's in them.
Krill, is that say
Mhm.
fish krill? Like I need to get my reading glasses too. Oh yes, fish oil, ultimate fish oil. Fish oil is
Mhm.
good for your heart. We approve this. What else do we have? That's the krill oil. Okay.
So yes, I do take the supplements.
Wow.
Good for you. It's very helpful.
And no aquarium anywhere in the background.
Listen, folks, the globalists are trying to take your jobs.
I'm surprised you don't talk like that yet.
Is that the survival shield for $29.95?
Probably.
Claimed ingredients
By the way,
iodine.
Carmen, you look really good today, and I love your kitty cat.
Thank you,
Aw,
Wendy.
so
I appreciate that. Look at how big she's gotten.
She's very pliable. She just lets you
I
grab
wow, I
her.
can't believe how big she already gotten.
She bites me a lot.
She is
She
getting big, though.
expects to
That's
be
pretty good.
fed at 5:30 every morning. She crawls on my face and bites my lip.
Ooh, that's not good.
It's vicious. It's vicious.
But I do wake up like
I'm
very
really
early
happy
because of
for
my
you,
cat.
Sharman.
Thank you, Wendy. I really love her. I'm glad I have her. I think I found her daddy this week.
Wendy, you have a couple kitty cats, right? Uh-oh, I think she froze.
Yeah, I think we froze.
I'll be right back. Gotta reboot.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
I was hoping she was going to say, yes, I do.
Yes, I
It's
do.
my favorite thing that she says.
I love it.
But yeah, back to the show for a minute. The Johnny
Yes.
B I think that Johnny B should be a weekly thing because it's so fucking funny to me. Because Toast has been coming into KAF every once in a while, being like, "Okay, everybody, listen. Here's the Johnny B update." Johnny B should be updated every week on the show. I think. What do you think?
Johnny B used to be our resident singer until Wappy came and ousted him. And I think
Wow.
we have to have some karaoke nights with Johnny B. I think Johnny B is a fan favorite and
For
he
sure.
needs more attention.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, that's Johnny B is always hungry for attention. You know,
He's a
Johnny
gift.
B, I spent $86,000 on my solar panels and saved $10.
I only talk about that not to troll him.
notes,
I don't talk
you
about
know,
that to troll him.
boost
I'm
up
worried
the
about that
lust of
decision.
my daughter, you know, and
Corey,
and you know,
stop
and
it.
you know. Give
Corey.
me my 323 likes, you know.
Corey, stop talking over people.
Hey,
I'm
no.
gonna fucking mute you. I'm not afraid to do it.
I need to disappear and come right back. I have guests.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
right back.
Enjoy.
I'm not trying to troll Johnny B when I'm talking about his solar panels. I'm literally saying, like, listen, Johnny, this isn't a great thing that you did. Let's see it for what it is, and let's try to make better decisions.
$86,000 on the solar panels to save $10 a month, and he ate his fucking up because a guy
Wow,
knocked
Corey's
on his
making
door.
a lot of sense right now.
Because a guy knocked on his door, man. Yeah,
Corey,
I gotta go hit you. At the
what will you
end.
be getting? Elisa, Elisa could be watching this. What will you be getting her for Valentine's Day?
Elisa, I know you love me, you know, but Elisa, you gotta give me my free 20 legs.
Can you play that clip that Tony Stark just posted?
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can.
It's the hotel
Okay,
clip.
I'm gonna stop being annoying for right now.
Will you? Can I share your screen? Every time I try to do it, it kicks me out. Will you? Can you do it, or are you?
Do you want me? You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, if you could pull it up, I'll share
Yep.
your screen.
Yep,
Because
sure.
every time I try to share my screen, it kicks me off.
Sure.
But we're gonna watch, and we'll all look at the blood go out of Corey's face as he looks up. He's like, "No, not me. That wasn't me." And we're gonna decide.
I never do this. I never do that. I don't know.
Oh, you didn't?
I
might be wrong. That's how I remember it, but my memory could be.
Okay, you got an eyeline or pencil. Okay, we understand that, but
All right, Corey, watch yourself now.
yes.
Are you gonna do that knock on my door? I just want to know. No. Did you come to my wife's door, bro? When my door was open and everything, bro. I'm telling you right now, you come to my door, I'm fucking you up on my life, dog. All right? On crib game, dog. Okay, the fuck up.
There's some hands.
No, I didn't, man. Dude, knock by my fucking door again. I'm gonna fuck your ass up. Okay. All right? Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, let me meet.
Wow.
And it's a bit. It's a bit.
I don't know if that's a bit, Corey. I mean, I like you and I like to believe you, but motherfuck, that does not.
It's not my problem if
That's
you
not
believe
a
it or
bit.
For
not.
the record, you did do that. You saw that, right?
That's part of the acting. It's called acting.
I wish that we could have a poll on YouTube right now I mean, I'm sure you could, but I'm in StreamYard. I wish that they would make me do a poll and we could find out what the audience.
Okay. Let me ask you, there,
Is Corey full of crap?
When you're gonna protect yourself, what do you do? What's the first thing you do when you protect yourself?
If I was in that situation, when I gotta push the dude out of the door and shut the door.
I couldn't because it was a Motel 6 and it was a washroom. And you know the crazy thing about that, we had it set up where the front desk clerk, actually, because you have those electronical keys now and stuff, and I had the key. I was staying there and stuff, but it was the front clerk that put the electronical key in to let this person in.
So you think it was a setup?
No, it was the setup of a bit that we did.
Oh my goodness! So you knew that somebody was going to screen cap that. You didn't save it yourself. Right?
Oh, dude, he's a buddy of mine. It was a bit.
Who recorded it?
Obviously, it was, I recorded it. It was off my computer. You see, it was on my computer. I was in the I was washing my clothes and drying them and stuff, and it was my computer.
Who screen capped it is what I mean. Who took it and put it on the internet for everybody to see? Wasn't you, right?
It was not me, no.
If it was an act, it would have been you.
It's still an act, though. I wanted to see who was actually going to do it. With actually Mike KAF, and you got Baloney and stuff that's doing it and stuff. But it was a bit, yes.
Wow. Kleenex, if you'd like to come
we had that set out. We planned it out and stuff, but I said we can script it. We cannot make it too script. Because it's got to do improv because it's too scripted. People is going to know it's fake. We got to make it like it's real and believable.
Something's wrong with your mic, I think. It's clicking.
Well, I mean, it looked pretty believable. That guy sounded really...
Yeah, Charmin, that's being very nice.
That guy sounded really serious.
Yeah.
And that's what we were going for. I said, you got to be fucking mad at me. You got to be fucking pissed at me. I'm at your girlfriend, and I'm looking at the window of your girlfriend. Said, I'm the fucking director and did all this, and he's a good buddy of mine. I said, you got to be fucking pissed at me. I mean, pissed like you want to beat my ass. You just want to stop me to the fucking ground. And that's what he did.
It's kind of scary when somebody comes and, confronts you about flirting with their partner.
And that's what it's a good.
Not if you're the Corster.
This is what we got to deliver. We got to make these fucking people believe it because they're so.
Hey, Corster, let me ask you a question. Could you show us again the same face that you made, and will you be able to let the blood flow out of your face again?
What blood flow?
From acting right now. Could you act exactly like you just did?
I just did just right now.
I think the lighting's so bad, I'm not sure I'd be able to tell.
I know. I mean, I just did. I don't know.
Pretend he came in right now and he said, "Hey, motherfucker, was that you at my door?"
I just did, bro.
Okay. I know. I'm not good on the spot either. But I'm telling you right now, I like you, and I do not believe that was.
I love when Charmin looks like this to her left or to her right.
Am I wrong?
It's like I did Corey.
You're not wrong.
It's when I look out the window, when I look to the children's room.
I look out the window to my left.
Oh my God, that guy was a crip. You could have got.
And we had both smiles on our faces.
Yeah,
Charmin, were you into Bruce or Corey more?
I would probably pick Corey over Bruce.
Oh my God, I hope he's watching. Bruce, I told you.
I'm really upset about the no documentation. I asked
Liar.
Bruce for police reports several times.
Didn't get it.
When the Sean Peterson thing really upset me.
Yeah, that was a weird choice of
words. What happened? I'm clueless.
Okay, you know who Bruce Davis is? Do you know who Bruce Davis is?
So one of the things that people have given me a hard time about Brian for is they can't even believe that I'd be interested in him. But there's a lot of power in a name for me, and I haven't ever known a bad Peterson, and I've known several Petersons throughout my life. And the only person here who would know that is Zarina Hameen. So when Bruce showed up, Bruce was already a concern for me because he showed up on Fitness Gandhi in a comment a week and a half before he showed up in Discord. And he showed up on Discord after that horrible January the 23rd event. And as soon as he showed up, I thought, oh, fuck. Now is not the right time. This is a bad time. And then what happened? He was doxxed and the police came to his house and everybody's called his mom and the
We all
whole world's
believed it at
fallen
first.
apart. Well, of course we did. We want documentation. You can't immediately call people liars. You have to have documentation. So we give him an opportunity and the story gets worse. And he doesn't have time and he's going to get to it. And he's trashing everybody in the process. And everybody's upset and everybody's mad. And he won't come up with documentation.
I don't think he had anything to do with that. I think it was a random last name because of that's Brian's last name.
Yeah, well, it didn't have to be Sean, and let me tell you.
I know, but that's a common name too. And but listen, I'm not going to give Bruce enough credit to think he's smart enough to even go with anybody's plans.
So part of my problem with Bruce is that he found me in the real world, and he has 2 different Facebook accounts. One that pins him in Michigan, one that pins him in Georgia. He told me he lived somewhere completely different.
He said he lives in Portland, Oregon.
When he said he was going to take off and go ice fishing, that really upset me. The type of fishing that he's talking about doing is only done in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Now, I don't think anybody in the community is a fisherman except for me.
Please be Bruce.
And the idea of traveling for exotic fishing experiences is something that I really enjoy. That's the fake T-Bob.
Hi, the real T-Bob. I know, but he's more manageable than the fake T-Bob. He'll at least listen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Charmin. But I would like to first say I am the real fucking Trumpster Bob.
I need you to say bitch. Say bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah,
don't that's not the right Bob.
Bitch, you
bitch. Like I've been called a bitch many times. It's never quite the way T-Bob calls me a bitch.
You bitch.
Fucking bitch. Blown out butthole. I'm gonna tell that bitch what to do.
If this is the real T-Bob,
bitch.
If this is the real T-Bob, sorry about earlier.
Damn it.
Sorry you had to leave earlier.
Well, it's all right, Wheezy.
You were being kind of a prick. You have the tendency to be a prick sometimes.
Yeah, he's definitely not ice fishing in Portland, Tony.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Okay, see, now that's the first problem that I'm gonna have to address.
So the other thing for me was Zarina was working with other people and she had a friend that was working on a very big campaign in Georgia. So when he has this other profile in Georgia, it was already a trigger for me. I was already upset and that wasn't the time to jump into any of it.
I understand. I mean, I don't think I get why you would look at those things and be like, fuck, it has to be connected.
I'm not playing.
An outsider for me, I'm not connecting those dots, but what I will say is that I don't think that Bruce is smart enough to go with any lie for any period of time because he crumbled as soon as we started asking for proof.
Oh, Wheezy, Charmin has got more reason to be a lot more cautious as to who she associates with than like you or I do.
100%, I agree.
Especially when I'm triggered right now after the threats of assault against me. I'm already so upset. I already feel like closing ranks and hiding and being private and not letting anybody near me. Well, that wasn't the right time.
I think a couple of those offenders will not be coming back around anymore. Personally.
Well, I still have problems ongoing with my own situation with that too. And I'm upset about that for a lot of different reasons. And I just have such a strange life, you know, and
one day at a time,
That's all I can do is just one day at a time. And I have to be very, very protective of myself.
I have a question, Charmin.
Yeah.
If the fake T-Bob, who is the real T-Bob in here, were to want to have a, let's say, Discord Valentine's date with you, would you be interested in that?
Maybe I would probably, that's possible. Who knows? I have been booked tomorrow night at 9 p.m. and an event for Julia for dating. So I won't be able to be a late thing.
Well, I think that the fake/real T-Bob would be a great fun date no matter what.
Well, it would be nice to have a fun date for sure.
As long as they didn't ask to see your butthole.
Right. There can't be any buttholes or dirty picture taken, right? There's enough dirty pictures floating around Discord. I don't need to participate in any of that.
Balls and dicks and buttholes.
I mean, really.
Last my entire lifetime thanks to Bob.
Well, no, actually, Zarina really did introduce me to that.
I agree, Caleb. She does do that.
She educated me on something very, very strange. Hold on, wait a minute. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. But no, Zarina, she introduced me to her favorite porn. And it was one of the things that I did that really pissed her off, because she was trying to date me and she was always trying to find different ways to hook me into a relationship with her. And so one night she decided she was going to share this personal thing about herself with me and share with me her favorite porn. And then I really upset her, because for like a whole 30-minute conversation, I said all I could think about was dick. And the dick really pissed her off. Like,
as a lesbian, that's offensive.
She went over the top mad at me. And so after Bob posted his dick pics, like that conversation started running in my head.
I have a question, Charmin, about Bob, because you and Bob were not getting along for
Bob and I have been in a fight since we laid eyes on each other.
Me too. Me too.
I mean, like,
well, he is a fucking son of a bitch.
But he
is a fucking son of a bitch.
And the first time I met John Taylor, when we were on screen, I got upset with him for using T-Bob as his personal pit bull. But Bob got a bone this week, and I'll be damned if I take it away from him.
Well, he's been a rascal, and I don't.
Yeah, he always is. I have no control over Bob.
I don't like the rascally version of Bob.
Yeah, I have no
like
control.
Earlier, I knew that if I muted him twice, because you can unmute yourself. As soon as he unmuted himself, I muted him again, because I knew that's just enough to get what I wanted, which was him to shut up. And if him leaving meant he shuts up, fine. But what he does is he was going to go on 20 minutes about solar and how he knows everything about solar, but he was going to bullshit every step of the way through it.
Well, and I want to make sure Johnny B knows that my professional experience lies in default and foreclosures and judgments and liens. So if anybody's going to try to scare him and intimidate him on what can happen, he should just give me a call.
Wow.
Three words, Wheezy. 3 words. Thelma and Louise.
I know. That was such a good troll. If anybody watching this doesn't know, Bob tried to dox Elisa, who's well known.
There's a lot of doxing. Did you hear Wit's dox that thing that Wit said about doxing Bob on Elisa's show?
What did he say?
There's a lot of shit going on.
No, but what I was going to say basically is that Bob was convinced that a picture from Thelma and Louise was Elisa and Tony 2.0 to the point where he made a whole video proving it. And then the funniest part was Tony 2.0 was trolling him and sent him something and said, "Oh, and don't ask about the gun in my hand because we had to kill somebody and bury him." And so when Bob was telling his story, he's like, "Well, the gun, that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to talk about that here."
I saw that. That was hilarious.
Look, I saw Tony this week in Discord. I popped in and there was like some little battle taking place, and Tony posted a bunch of stuff in Russian. And I'm pretty sure now Tony's potentially a Russian hacker. And right after that, the Welsh Republic started trying to DM him and make friends with him. So, in my mind, it is entirely possible that he is part of the Irish mob that's after me. I'm scared of Discord.
Yeah, no, I think that
it's all just my opinion, but it's getting a little crazy.
They're all full of shit.
It's so hard.
I posted a link to that Thelma and Louise in the private chat.
It's so hard to tell how much everybody is doing just to mess with each other.
Absolutely. I'm on it, bud.
Good deal.
I want to make Supertramp my producer on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Supertramp's spectacular.
Will you do that? Supertramp be my producer?
I will, but I'm only here every other weekend-ish. I got up early today, which was nice.
Yeah, I like it when you come on here. Mm-hmm. You're my favorite.
Oh, you're my favorite too.
I already hear the rumors.
Did
you know?
Oh no, we got a bromance now.
A rad bromance.
I like the bromances better than the kill each other thing.
I hate the fucking stupid fighting at all times.
I'd rather you guys help each other. That's the picture that got him.
Yeah, so let's play this real quick because it's only.
Yeah, that's the one that's freaking fun.
Does she have a young Brad Pitt? Do Tony and Elisa have a young Brad Pitt? Because if they do not, then they're just doing the whole thing wrong.
It is so funny. I mean, the guy is just so full of himself. Who made this video?
I don't know. I can't look just yet.
Okay.
I did.
That's not what we're talking about, is it? This is what I'm talking about right here.
Look how many tabs he's got open.
This grab check you right here, like back.
See that gun right there?
Yeah, gun right back. Hell yeah.
Can we just talk about how hot Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon still are? They were hot in the 80s and they're hot in the 20s.
Lesbian over there in a black shirt is Elisa Jordana.
I mean, Gina Davis is gorgeous.
Even though she's got on those glasses of hers.
That's how you know.
That is right before they ran away from home together. And, well, there you go. Notice she's holding a gun. There is a story behind that I am not going to tell. I am not going to tell that story.
I still love him. How do I love Bob still?
Not going to tell it.
I don't know where he got the India stuff this week.
The Wits India thing.
And these two.
Look, let me tell you something. I got so much weird India stuff in my life.
I'm going to keep that one to myself, only because I do somewhat like Tony 2.0. Believe it or not. So I'm not really going to dox her, but I did.
He's not going to dox Elisa.
Turn against her here because she probably, and I don't know if she did or not because she never said so, but she probably sent me this in good faith because the reason she sent me this picture was to prevent me from going after Elisa Jordana's family and getting them fired from their jobs, which I did not have any intention of doing. But I knew that if I threatened to do the exact same thing that Team Hate Rob DeHaven did, but he used Harry Brogan to get the information and Rick Murray. They looked up who her boss was, company and all that.
Rick Murray.
They gave it to Rob. Rob said, I can't do this because she trusts me right now. I'm her little froggy. So he in turn gave the information to Fireman Taylor, the bobblehead jack-off bitch. And there's a story behind that too, believe it or not, that I am going to tell you here in a minute that none of y'all actually know. So Fireman is the one that does the deed, right? Okay, so be it. That's a done deal. They did try to get her at bad odds with her boss and technically get her fired. But if you notice, she still got her arms wrapped tight around these motherfuckers, right? Don't believe the bullshit reasons that she gives you. Don't believe that.
He's so ridiculous, dude. There's another one where he calls. He's calling somebody on behalf of Brain's mom, tattling on serial killer Jack, and he goes on this fucking 3-minute story, and he's basically going like, well, that's his online girlfriend, and his online girlfriend is worried because he's taking all her money. He drinks 4 bottles of wine a day. I mean, he's going off for 20 minutes.
You know, hopefully like there's some mandatory reporters who stepped up and handled that properly. Did you guys see the Twitter account?
Which Twitter account?
There's a new Twitter account. I saw it today. Lock him up.
Can you share your screen with us and show us it?
I don't know how to share my screen.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
It's called Lock 'em Up.
Lock him up.
Is it? Who's it about?
I think it's about that conversation you were just having.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised when I logged into Twitter today and saw that.
Yeah, Caleb, it's a young woman's game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful when you get old. You know?
There's a lot of lock him ups.
There's a lot. Is there a lot of lock him ups?
There's a few of them here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we might as well get the elephant out
They're
of the
gone
room.
now.
There's an elephant in this room.
They're gone now.
And if you notice, I didn't start the fucking show off with Brain saying, "Good luck, Wheezy," because fuck Brain. I'm going to say it out here so everybody hears me. Fuck Brain. I'm not going to give him all the energy and attention that he probably wants, but I heard a clip that makes me say I never want to have anything to do with him again. He's banned from anything I have to do with that I have any kind of power over whatsoever. I don't want to have anything to do with him. I think he's a piece of shit. And a lot of people have told me over the years he's a piece of shit. But it took me hearing his mother on the phone with somebody crying about how scared she is of him because he pushed her down, allegedly, and hurt her and then broke her phone so she couldn't call 911. That's enough. Once I heard that, I'm done. I don't want to have anything to do with the guy. It's all fun and games until you hear that kind of shit.
It does drive home how scared I have been about all the threats that I have heard.
Can somebody please link that? I don't know.
It drives home how scared I am about all the threats I've heard, but I've also heard a bunch of different things about his mental health issues and the fact that he's being trolled by Jack, who I believe is using him as his own personal pit bull to play dirty games with people. And I have a lot of opinions about all that, and I'm really upset about it. I'm upset for Brain's mom. I'm upset for Brain. I think Jack is taking advantage of him.
Well, see, I look at it a little bit differently. I don't feel any pity for Brain at all. If you push your mother down on the ground, I don't care what substance you're on.
Yep.
You put yourself in that situation, in that position, fuck you.
Yeah,
and then you hear all these stories as soon as this comes out where people are like, I told you, and then they hear this story. And I've never seen a video of Brain being horrible, but I heard the audio of his mom reacting to how horrible her firsthand account of it. And it was shocking. And it was all funny until that. I was actually laughing about a Brain video 2 seconds before I watched that one and it makes me feel foolish for laughing at what is obviously his chaotic misery, his miserable existence that is not funny anymore to me. It's sad and it's dangerous. And I hope his mom gets the fuck away from him and that she could live the rest of her life without having to worry if their drunk ass son's going to hurt her, because no mother deserves to ever feel that fucking way, especially when dude's huge and he's fucking very capable of hurting her. And I can only imagine her heart breaking, realizing that that's not her baby boy that she fucking birthed. It's just, to me, there's nothing worse that he could have done to make me hate him.
No, I understand. Like it's very scary as a mom when your son gets bigger than you and he suddenly thinks he can hit you and he can muscle you up. That's actually why my son moved in with his dad. I found a bag of drugs and I threw them away, and he was very angry with me and I was very scared of him. He raised his hand to hit me, and he moved in with his dad that night. And I feel very strongly that I absolutely will not take a child abuse charge, but as soon as he turns 18, I might punch him dead in the mouth.
Caleb, this happened about 3 nights ago. What's shocking to me is that Erica, so he came in the next morning and he said, that's a hoax. I don't believe him for half of a second. I heard his mother's voice. But then Erica was trying to defend Brain, and she said, well, his mom is delusional. She doesn't know what she's talking about. I don't care. You hear his mom talking about that. You hear the cops. They're very concerned of what they're seeing. You have to put 2 and 2 together. No excuse is going to ever make me fucking think Brain's cool again. And he had my favorite intro. Oh, good luck, Wheezy. I loved that intro. That was going to be my whole fucking shtick for my entire YouTube career, was going to be Brian telling me good luck. But he can go fuck off. I hate him. So if anybody wants to do a good luck Wheezy clip for my intro, I'd be happy to have one.
I didn't know all that had happened with her coming in to make excuses for him like that. That's really too bad.
Yeah. And, people are saying this now, but you have to remember, I'm pretty new. I came in around like October. And so this is definitely by far the worst version of Brain I've seen. Brain's hated me. He's thought I would love to. Erica, we've had our ups and downs or whatever, but it's all been fun. And I don't get emotionally attached, especially to somebody like Brain. But I do get emotionally triggered by hearing his mother the way that she was. And I just won't have it. Like, I'm not going to. Any attention he wants from anybody, I don't think they should give it to him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to enjoy the attention he gets.
Yeah, I really don't know what comes of this because I've heard rumors that she's moving far away and he's not allowed to go. Who knows? Rumors are rumors. So I'm talking out of my ass. But
well, I know he was pushing me to get married to me, and I said no, absolutely, I do not want to get married. I have no interest in being married. I've been married twice. I didn't like
not
it
even
either
to Corey.
time. No, definitely not to Corey.
Okay.
I have no interest in getting married.
There was proposals. There was proposals. She proposed to me, but I turned it down.
It would have to be a miraculous situation for me to get married again. And so when he was going to marry Erica without seeing her, I can't imagine marrying somebody you've never even met before. It's so strange to me. Hi, Robin.
Hey,
Robin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Is it a headband or a crown?
It's a headband.
I love it.
Sharma's proposing to me again, and I'm sorry I have to turn it down. So
yes, please keep turning me down, please.
Yes, I love
Robin.
you,
Did you hear all about that brain stuff?
Yeah, that was awful and scary. And
what do you, Sharma? What are you doing with the do-rag?
Did he just
not Sharman? I'm sorry. I apologize. Robin, what are you doing with it?
Robin was in a conversation. Let's let Robin finish her conversation.
Okay,
Corey's incapable of conversations.
It's
that hurts my feelings. I don't know what.
Does it?
You're the one with the do-rag on, so I'm.
Yeah, but it's the truth. I'm sorry it hurts your feelings.
It's lovely.
Yeah,
pretty.
It hurts my
She's
feelings.
pretty.
We like it.
She is pretty. But what?
Yeah, the brain stuff, it was awful. And I feel like it was so disgusting that the call was recorded.
I agree with you. I'm glad we got to hear it, but
I'm glad we got to hear it.
100%. I'm selfish by saying I'm glad I got to hear it because it gives me closure about what to deal with brain. But you're absolutely right. It was private. It should not have been shared with all of us strangers.
And that individual, I believe, lives in Illinois, which is a two-party record state. I do not believe he had her permission to record her. I do not believe he had her permission to share that video on YouTube.
Charmin. You don't have to have permission to record.
Depends on the state.
In Illinois, it's a two-party record state, and he absolutely did. And
Corey,
this will be the second time that he's done that.
I can record you right now without your permission.
We're both on a YouTube stream together being recorded.
It's being recorded without.
If it was a private phone call, that is a different situation.
Yes.
I do not think that should have been recorded. I do not think it should have been shared on YouTube. I think that is more proof of that individual's criminal activities and proof that he has been manipulating brain to the point that brain is a danger to other people.
I'm not going to let anybody convince me that brain isn't capable of making his own decisions, manipulation or not. We're all grown-ass adults. And if brain's going to let somebody manipulate him, that's brain's fault. And the responsibility still falls right on him. Shame on the other guy too. But I'm not.
Well, brain has a history of not taking any responsibility or accountability for himself.
Well, I think that's why he's in the situation he's in. I mean, anybody that ignores a hernia that's out of your stomach, it's cute and funny when it's on KF, but 30 years of it.
30 years of it.
I don't know if it's cute and funny. Maybe
it's
funny, but not cute.
It's like a blown up butthole out there.
Well, there's some gamesmanship taking place right now with trying to claim that brain is on the spectrum, and they're trying to take responsibility away from him by claiming he's on the autism spectrum, but I do not believe that he is on the autism spectrum. I think if he is in any spectrum, it's in the antisocial personality disorder spectrum, and it has to do with sociopaths and psychopaths. And none of us know what his actual diagnosis is, and making any excuses for it and trying to label it as autism, I think is a disservice to true autistic people like Barry who are nonviolent.
Who's saying that he's
I saw Erica claim that.
Oh, well, Erica said it on Twitter.
Sharman, are you a licensed psychologist and stuff? You could diagnose.
No, but your opinion matters, and
it's my personal opinion. And I researched.
It's all about.
What's going on here?
Well, I research. I'm very well researched. There's a very small population. No, I said it's my opinion.
Corey, I'm going to mute
you.
I said it's my opinion.
So you're licensed psychologist.
No, I did not.
Corey,
And not only that, Corey, only psychiatrists are legally allowed to diagnose.
But you're a licensed psychologist.
No, I did
she's not
not
acting like that. That's your
you
opinion.
said you're just going to
I have not
diagnose
said
this.
that.
You
No,
just said
that's
I'm
what you're saying.
diagnosing this.
I said my opinion is.
Corey, I muted you. You can unmute yourself, but stop being a dick.
But she literally said I'm
cool.
She didn't say that.
That's not what I said.
She
Corey.
gave her opinion. This is YouTube, and that's what people do on YouTube.
No, I didn't, Corey.
You shut up.
And now the conversation has ended. It's unfortunate.
Corey, you're gonna be good. I'll put you back up, but you can't be a fucking cocksucker. Come on.
I'm just calling it out as it is.
That's fine. You can call it out once. Don't repeat yourself.
You're going to have to go back and redo the video and look at it.
I'll start my own cast. She literally just said,
okay, bye.
Bye. Go start your own cast, Corey.
Yeah,
make your point.
Well, I can't call her out. I can't call
okay,
her
have fun.
You actually have to use words I use, not words you created.
You just said that you're diagnosing this.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying, Corey.
Play it back. You said I'm diagnosing.
I look forward to you playing it back, Corey.
A third of the people have to
you fucking did.
7 people.
No, I didn't, Corey.
You just did. Go on the play.
Corey, you don't even understand what the requirements are to be able to diagnose.
Corey, you're being a fucking cocksucker.
You just diagnosed this.
Okay, let's move on.
So you're a fucking psychiatrist.
Can we move on?
No,
Corey,
I am not, Corey. But I do think you should see one.
Do not diagnose me.
I'm allowed to give my opinion, and my suggestion is you see a psychiatrist and get your own diagnosis. I think we all deserve to know what it is you have.
Corey, when someone else is talking, you have to shut up.
My diagnosis is that Corey is being a fucking asshole, and if you want to make a point,
my professional opinion that Wheezy is correct.
Yeah, you got
to make a point.
Correct. I'm gonna fucking correct.
Definitely my professional opinion that Wheezy is correct, and Corey is a cocksucker.
Diagnose me, Sherman.
I actually think you should see a psychiatrist for that, Corey.
If somebody disagrees with your point,
Sherman, how about we just make the makeouts and we make love? Okay?
I definitely will not make out with you. There's no opportunity that you will ever get close enough to me to touch me.
We're gonna make out. You're gonna get the man's love. You're gonna get.
I bet if Elisa's watching,
I don't know whatever it is that you're up to, but I wouldn't want to have any of it.
Sherman, do you think Elisa would have a crush on real man?
I mean, I don't think Elisa has a crush on him at all. I think Elisa finds him to be sad.
Talk over people. I'm just not going to let you up here. If you're going to start
but now I also think it reduces
don't talk
the odds.
over everybody.
You know, I also think it reduces the odds of him doing some grand romantic gesture to Elisa on Valentine's Day, and I was really looking forward to that.
I think you think, Wheezy, that he's like capable of having a conversation, but he's just actually not capable.
He was well behaved earlier.
Robin, don't make me get going on you because you want to make out with me too.
I think it's safe for all of us to assume that Corey suffers from delusions.
That's not delusion. That is fair play.
He hallucinates.
That's fair.
That was
play.
a hearty laugh. Delusion. You know that she's not joking when you laugh.
You got him laughing. You know you got him.
Corey, you need to go for a really long walk and think about everything that all these claims you make. And you think
there could be nothing in the world that I want less.
I know, right?
Corey, if both of these girls wanted you, I'd be very happy for you. I'm not a hater, but they don't.
Yeah, actually, they do.
They don't, though. That's your problem. You don't understand reality.
Corey, what's your sign? When's your birthday?
I block you. I block you on everything because you're like the worst, and I can't stand you, and I try and stay away from you, and then here you are.
But you're
Corey, what's your birthday? What's your sign?
But okay, Robin, but you're here with
Aquarius.
Oh, you're an Aquarius. Corey, what are you?
I know, but I felt bad because I was on. I had done a stream and I didn't want it to seem like I wasn't on the wrap up show, and I didn't know if I could come on the wrap up show because I'm not really involved. So I did this non-wrap up show, and then people were like, "Why aren't you on the wrap up show?" And so I came on the wrap up show. But honestly, when I saw you on here, I didn't want to join, Corey, because I don't like to be around you, and I'm sorry.
But then you're still around me.
Well,
it's not because I wanted to be. It's because I
hey, look at that smile. Look at that smile. She digs me.
Oh my god.
Look
Oh my
god. She's like, Corey, I love you and I dig you. But
she has a whole boyfriend.
Yeah, so she's like doing this whole thing now.
Oh my god, Corey.
What?
Corey, can you stop it?
I really. I don't
You
know what
love me.
happens in your
Just
head.
admit it. You
No,
love me. You know it.
I feel bad saying
Yeah, you feel bad
what
for
I said.
liking me. I don't want to feel.
No.
Don't feel bad for liking me.
Okay.
And
You're
when I
annoying.
cast, I know you lurk, Robin. I know you lurk in my cast.
I'm not sub to you. I don't lurk. I have never watched you. I'm not interested. I don't
know you lurk.
like watching you. I don't
You're
like
one of my
listening
favorite
to you.
lurkers. I know it.
Your favorite lurkers. Yeah. Okay. Well, shout me out then every time you do a show.
Hey, what's your average
Look at
view
that
count?
smile.
Corey?
I mean, how can you not dig that Robin smile?
Corey, you made a big
Robin's
prediction,
beautiful.
and it was wrong.
She
You
is
predicted that if you were on the show today, it would double in numbers, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody else said it dropped 25% as soon as you got on there. They said they have the numbers. How do you explain that?
Yeah, and the numbers actually, if you look, it went up.
No, that's
No.
that's a counterclaim.
Wow.
Contrary
No,
to your
it's- they
belief,
go up.
Corey.
It's
Well, we can-
documentable.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can watch it
okay.
in real time and see it.
No, it went up. It's like a wave thing. It's like a wave thing. You got to catch that wave to surf. Once you
Wow.
got that wave, you're surfing.
Robin, what did you think
Is that
about
what
the
it is?
awkward silence between them?
Oh my God, I love that so much. I
Me
thought it
too.
was so funny, like how serious he was and how upset he was and how she just didn't give a fuck. And I thought that was
Yeah.
so
What
amazing.
would
It
you
made
do
me
without
Hey,
laugh so
Robin,
much.
Robin. She didn't
Yeah.
give a fuck. How come her eyes lit up and she had a smile on her face?
Oh, that was the other thing. That you were
She's
like,
an
oh,
excellent
her
actress.
eyes are lighting up. But I saw the exact opposite. Like she looked so like, I don't know, not at all into it when you were on the screen. She was just like not having it. She had no idea what you were talking about. She didn't give a fuck. And then as soon as Wheezy came on the screen, she like her whole face lit up and she was so excited. And then Charmin too. Like it was like her face was like a totally different face from when she was talking to you.
Uh-oh, Corey.
Hey, Robin, now you're being so mean.
So I wonder what I'm not being mean.
Her smile came up.
No.
That
She
was
was.
classic, dude. The way she
And
handled
she
you.
loves
You
me,
said
we know it.
the funniest thing you said was like, where would you be without me? And then there was this perfect amount of silence. And it was like you were
it's
so
called the
fucking
awkward
serious.
silence.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that
it
was so
It was
funny.
so good.
beautiful comedic timing and not purposefully.
She
On your
had
part.
But
no
the thing
idea what you were
is-
talking about, and you were so
Yeah, but the thing is,
upset.
I'm just that damn good.
But-
No, you
But
could
what's
And then
wrong
saying that it was something that happened 5 years ago that she one time, and then when you said, "Oh my God," when you couldn't remember that, you were like, "Fool me, fool you."
That sounds like
You
George
couldn't-
Bush. George
You're
Bush
trying
made the
to
same
remember
exact
how the
Robin,
mistake.
saying
you can't get it right. On StreamYard, yeah, fool me
Corey.
once, second time, I'm a fool on you, fool on me.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Precisely.
You got it.
Oh, Corey.
No, but
Yeah, I had
really,
to correct Robin. I actually had to correct Robin right there.
Right.
so are you going to be back now, Corey? What's the
Yeah,
story?
that's a great question.
It depends how I feel on the moments.
Oh my God!
That's
now
fine.
we're all like Corey worshippers, and we're asking him when he's going to perform next.
No, it just
Right,
depends
Corey?
how I feel on the moments.
Well, we're glad you showed back up today.
I, for one, am, but I felt a little guilty because I think I was partly responsible for him coming back, and I don't know.
I'm
I don't
still
like that much
hopeful
control.
that you will do a grand romantic gesture to Elisa tomorrow.
What do you think, Robin? Should he do
To
that?
Charmin, to you, I will. Will you be my
Yes.
To Elisa.
Now, Charmin, will you be my Valentine?
No. I shun Valentine's Day. I do not celebrate Valentine's Day. I've had several bad Valentine's Day, and I just stopped celebrating them.
Valentine's
No, 'cause
Day
it
is my
Go ahead,
No,
Robin.
Valentine's Day is my mother's birthday. So growing up, it was just always my mother's birthday, and I can't get away from that. So it's never really been like Valentine's Day.
Today's my brother's birthday, so when I get done with this, I must send him, his favorite pizza.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
What is
that's
his
nice.
favorite pizza?
He likes the Philadelphia, the Philly cheesesteak from Domino's, and then he's
sounds good.
in Northern Illinois, so I have an app, and I just order it through the app, and they deliver it to his door, and he's very happy.
Isn't that so amazing? I've been doing that with Uber Eats. Like when it's someone's birthday, I order them something and just send it to them, and it's so easy.
Yeah, I have him set up on my Amazon Prime. He's on Social Security disability. His income's very limited, and he receives food stamps. And I order some of his food for him through my Amazon Prime account. And we do this whole thing where we get on the phone together, and I do his shopping for him, and then I put his little code in, and he's really good to me. When everything broke down for me and Serena was gone, I didn't have my kids. There was a really dark period in my life where he called and checked on me every single day. And
that's very sweet.
I just adore him. And when she created that fake account and stalked him this summer in his home, there's a level of hatred that I have for her that I can't fully explain.
That's understandable. Kleenex, I'm not putting that comment up, but you should really go seek some professional help. It's not a cute comment.
That's not. We should delete that. That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete that.
What the hell?
I can't even delete it.
like
I need a. You know what I need? I need a YouTube mod. Ella, are you still my YouTube mod? If Ella's there, please erase that. I can't go back to YouTube and do it.
Yeah, Clint
StreamYard's silly.
have a lot of issues.
Thank you, Caleb. Thank
I
you.
do need more mods because Ella's not always here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to wrap the show up. I know there's lots of people watching and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Who's everybody rooting for today on the Super Bowl?
What?
Greatest halftime show ever? Well, anybody?
I really don't.
I don't know.
I heard about a Joe Shiesty.
I don't know anything about football, and I don't pretend to. But when I was a little kid, I used to go to the Rams games in Anaheim, 5 or 6 years old, and it was really fun. And so I'm going for the Rams.
Okay, good. I'm showing up only for the halftime show. That is the only reason I go to the Super Bowl anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. It's supposed to be a good time tonight. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it is
good stuff. All right, everybody, have a great week.
Yeah,
thanks so much for having me.
Bye, everybody.
Absolutely.
You
Bye.
too, Super Tramp, Weezy, thank you.
Bye, best friends.
Charmin, it's always a pleasure. And little Goldilocks over there. We know you have the hots for me, but okay.
Take it away, Corey.
Take it away now.
You want to talk about CBD for a minute before we go in? Go ahead, talk about CBD while you go ahead.